Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of my November book haul, and yes, I am even more excited about this portion than I was the first portion because I have a lot of amazing books that I bought. But first, I would like to announce the winner of my giveaway, and I had a lot of people enter. If I have not replied to your kind, wonderful comments, a lot of you said some really sweet things and I really appreciate it. I will respond. It's just I've had so many comments that I haven't actually had enough time to reply to all of them, so I will, and I appreciate all of them. And I just appreciate you guys being there and subscribing and commenting and watching and all those good things. So thank you very much. So the winner is Hannah from Busy Books 101, and I am so happy that she's the winner because she watches my videos and comments, and I watched her videos and she's a really sweet person, so I am so happy, and she's just awesome. I use the YouTube random comment generator or whatever it's called to figure that out. I know I didn't show it on here, but you're just gonna have to trust me that that's what I did. So yes, you're the winner, Hannah at Busy Books 101. Please contact me within the next 48 hours and I will be sure to get you your books or book, whatever is in with that $15 range. So thank you, and moving on to the book haul. The first book I got was actually a book I won in a giveaway, and that is from the awesome Suna, who is Kiwi Lover 25. She is so sweet and kind and funny and all those good things, and I really enjoy talking with her. So yes, I won Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes, and I am very excited to read this. The cover is beautiful. The inside is beautiful. And this is a story about a kingdom in which things might be happening, and I think there's 4 or 5 different characters, and there's betrayal and romance and action and all these good things, and I've seen this around a lot, and I'm excited to read it and to have it. So thank you, Suna. You are awesome, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll put her channel below, so go subscribe to her and check her out because she is awesome and amazing and just cool. So next, I have 2 books you might very well have seen around BookTube because they're kind of everywhere. Yeah, the first of which, if you hadn't guessed, is The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken, whatever it is. I read Never Fade a long time ago, and I need to refresh my memory, and then I will read this book. I'm super excited about it. I'm not quite as gung-ho, I think, as everyone else is. I found it really cool. I just didn't think it was like the best thing ever, but I'm very excited for this book. It was definitely a wonderful YA book, and I want to read this soon. Next is the one, the only, Allegiant by Veronica Roth, and this doesn't need a lot of saying, except for I read the series a while ago, so either I'm going to have to reread it, or I'm going to have to read a summary or something like that, and I might wait until Christmas time when I have a ton of time to read this series in whole. I know everyone's like, yeah, I have to read it right away, but honestly, I'm kind of reluctant now that everyone has been talking about how they didn't like the ending, so we will see. So next is a book I got after I read The School for Good and Evil, which is a children's book I read, well, children's YA book that I read that I really enjoyed. And so I went on Amazon and I looked for similar books, and I found this book, which is called Keeper of Lost Souls by Shannon Messenger. And this book got great reviews, and it sounded really cool, and I love that cover. It is about a girl who can read minds. I think she might be 13 or 14, maybe slightly younger, and therefore she does really well in school, but she's kind of isolated from her family and just has a hard time in life. But then she finds this boy who can also read minds, and so she goes on an adventure, but she's in danger, and so she has to escape from the danger, and it just sounds fantastic. The second book is out, and I will probably read this book soon because I've just really been enjoying children's literature lately. It's YA middle grade literature, I guess. After that, we have Fractured by Terry Terry. Gotta love that name. And Fracture is the second book. The first book was Slated. I read this book a while back, but I remember it pretty well. I loved the first book. Absolutely love it. If you haven't read Slated, please read it. Dystopian society in which a girl cannot remember anything, even her name, because apparently she did something bad according to the government, and so they slated her. They took away all her memories. and she basically gets adopted by this family who has another slated daughter, but things are not quite adding up, and there is a revolution going on, kind of, and it's just a really great book, and I'm looking forward to reading the second book. Next is an adult fantasy book, I think, but it sounded really good. It has a soft cover, and it's not the usual mass paperback size, so I'm very excited to have it. It is Seven Kinds of Hell by Dana Cameron, and it just has a really cool topic. It's about a woman who turns out is some sort of werewolf, but it's a secret. And then her cousin gets kidnapped by Russian mafia or something like that, Russian kidnappers, and she has to go save her cousin, and therefore she has to deal with being a werewolf. And on top of that, there might be something to do with Pandora's box in here, and I think she's an archaeologist, and just a lot of cool elements. I'm looking forward to reading this, and I will let you guys know if it is good so you can check it out if it is. After that is The Forsaken by Lisa M. Stass, and I've been eyeing this book for a while. I'm like, should I get it? Should I not get it? Should I get it? Should I not get it? So much indecision, and finally I was like, forget it, I'm just gonna buy it. After, I think it was Jesse the reader maybe was talking about it, and I was like, that just sounds good. It's dystopian society in which you take this test, and if you're thought to be violent, even if you haven't done anything, then you get sent to this island in which you have to survive, kind of Hunger Games-esque, and I like me some Hunger Games, so I will be reading this soon. Next is A Poison Princess by Kresley Cole. I saw this book on Miss Cassidy Von Shay's channel, and she described it so well, and it sounded so awesome that I had to pick it up. So I went and bought it on Amazon. Like, I think all these books except for the one I got as a giveaway were from Amazon, and even that one might have been from Amazon. And this book is about a girl who foresees this future, and then it happens, and basically the world is crumbling around her, and she has to get along with this bad boy, and yeah, there's a group of teenagers along for the ride, or they're around somewhere and things are happening. I don't know. Cassidy made it sound fantastic, so I want to read it. Next is a book that I have been wanting to read for a while. I saw it / have heard about it a ton from Katie from Katsuki Writer 24. She loves this book, and finally I was just like, I have to have it. Plus the cover changed, so I was really excited, and that book is Unspoken by Sarah Reese Brennan. Now, one thing I don't like about this is Amazon bent this book right here. It's bent. Now, if I was one of those people that had the time and effort to send a book back, I would, but I don't, and so I'm just going to live with it. But I'm very disappointed in Amazon. Very, very disappointed in you, Amazon. So, this book is about a girl who hears about a boy in her mind. She's always lived with this boy in her head, and then one day, he exists. He's in her world. He moves to her town, and therefore she has to deal with it, and things happen. The next book is out currently, so I'm hoping I love this book as much as Katie does, so I can buy the second book, grab it, and read it too. And finally is a book that I really, really wanted to read, and it looks cool, it sounds cool, and that is Hemlock by Kathleen Peacock. This book's cover is beautiful. I love it. On top of which it's about werewolves, which I am currently really into reading books about werewolves. Basically, this girl lives in this town in which her best friend is killed by what people think is a werewolf, and then this secret group comes along and they're trying to track whoever killed her friend, but she's unhappy, and so she decides that she needs to figure out who killed her friend. And I want to read this soon, really soon, because it sounds fantastic. So this is the second half of my November book haul. I really enjoyed doing this book haul. I am so excited for all these books, and please let me know if you've read any of these books and enjoyed them, or you want to read them, or you have thoughts on them. Any of those, please comment down below, and I will include Cassidy's channel, Katie's channel, and Suna's channel down below. Please go check out their channels if you haven't already, and subscribe and look at their videos and comment and those things. And Hannah at Busy Books 101, please send me a message in the next 48 hours so you can get your books. And that is it. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!